Eto na si In Truth. Hello, hello, In Truth.
Ask ko lang, Ma'am Joey, regarding dun sa, since nakalagay naman dun, billions of pesos, which is nandun naman sa data, how can you explain na hindi siya galing sa anything na illegal or unlawful?
In truth, hindi kasi ganyan yung question eh. Yung how can you explain that it's not galing sa illegal kineso-kineso? It is
Ah,
legal unless you would be able to prove na merong something illegal associated to it.
well, if you are aware, ano naman siya, makikita naman siya sa sa available data naman na nire-report ni BPI or nung other banks yung account na yun, nire-report siya sa AMLA. Whereas, hindi lang siya binubuksan ni AMLA kasi hindi pa siya wala siyang power to open the account. Unlike now kasi na siya, Vice President, she is impeachable. That's why nabuksan nila yung account. That's the reason that hindi siya na bubuksan for years.
No,
If you research it,
wait, in truth, si AMLC, yung mga transaction na pinresent niya, may kopya na siya noon ever since the world began.
yeah.
Okay? Meron na siya noon. Ang ni-report ni AMLC, covert transaction and suspicious transaction,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
right.
Meron na siya noon from the beginning.
Flag transactions pa siya. Actually, hindi siya illegal or unlawful. Flag transaction, to be fair, sabi naman sa
Yeah. Wala pa tayo sa bukasan ng account. Hindi pa nabubuksan yung mga account. Of course, yan yung position mo ngayon na parang, binubuksan to because nandito tayo sa impeachment, kineso. But let us not forget, let's just complete the narrative, that what is being done right now in the House of Representatives is being challenged in the Supreme Court. FYI lang, kumbaga parang wag rin natin kalimutan yung side na the Committee on Justice is not the impeachment court.
I know.
We're not supposed to subpoena this kind of documents.
I agree. Mali talaga yung nilabas nila doon sa forum na yun, which is mali talaga. I agree with that. Pero just to be clear, sabi ko lang is, nire-report nga siya ng bank sa EMLA. Ang hindi lang talaga nila kasi may bank secrecy law. So ngayon lang siya nabuksan kasi impeachable na siya.
No. Yung STR tsaka CTR, nire-review yan ng AMLA. Pag sinubmit yan ng mga bangko at nakarating na sa AMLA, nire-review yan ng AMLA. Wala yung bank secrecy doon. Exemption yung mga AMLA processes pagdating sa mga ganyang bagay. So alam nila yon. So hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na hindi yan nabubuksan noon, ngayon lang siya nabuksan.
Yun din. I mean, now, sa forum, yun yung parang nila na para babuksan nila yung account. Yung parang way nilang ng government to check, Sarah. Yun sasabi ko. Pero,
ang sinasabi mo siguro, let's just be precise here. Ang sinasabi mo, ngayon nabuksan yung AMLC report because nagkaroon ng impeachment.
Yeah.
Confusing kasi pagka sinasabi mo na ngayon mabubuksan yung account. Kasi hindi naman sila nagbukas ng account per se. Ang binuksan is yung mga CTR at saka STR reports. Di ba?
Tama. I agree with that. Pero based sa'yo, those multiple transactions, sa tingin mo, even 1 peso, di siya walang doon. Just lang.
Pag hindi siya na-flag, ipipresume ko that those are legal transactions. As long as hindi siya nauwi into a case investigated by AMLC, so I'm not going to know because everyone deserves to be treated innocent unless proven guilty.
I agree naman. Pero
so ngayon, kung tanong mo, yung 6.7 billion na yon na transaction niya, kung wala bang mali doon, ay wala na. Ebidensya muna na may mali. Pag meron kayong napakitang ebidensya na may mali, saan ako magde-decide?
Yes. I agree naman. To be fair, tama naman. Pero for me kasi is, kung ganun kalaki yung amount, there's napakalaki nung percentage.
Anong basis mo?
Na-flag ko siya ng AMLA. So, there's a high chance.
Ano ka high yung chance? Hindi, you have to operationalize. Kasi para pagka sinasabi mo lang yan, ano yung basis?
No. Na-flag siya ng AMLA, right? 50-50 ka na. Let's say 50-50. Doon pa lang siya na-flag. 50-50
At 50-50.
Na-flag kasi siya. Nag-work out sa fraud. Pag na-flag yung transaction, one transaction let's wait, one transaction. High chance, siya, unlawful, illegal, or a fraud siya.
Sorry and truth hindi ko maintindihan bakit mataas.
Ang sabi ko naman, di ba, yung flat transactions madami.
Yung 33 mataas yung number na yon, yung 33.
Mataas yun. For big numbers, mataas siya. For if you work sa fraud. Actually sa fraud, direct.
In truth,
yeah.
yung transaction is not equivalent to fraud.
telling you, just to be fair, hindi pa siya. But the possibility for it na
Yun,
maging...
hindi, yung possibility nga, yun yung hindi
Yes,
ko
yes.
mag-get.
Magigets yun yung map if you work with the security
Hindi
department.
mo pwede nung magigets ko kung nag-work ako, explain
Yeah.
mo.
Paano explain siya? Paano ko sa i-explain na?
Ano yung high possibility ng 33? Ano yung usual na dami? Okay, ganito yung truth. Demonstrate to us.
Alam niyo ba, ma'am, ano yung mga reasons ba't na-flag sa transaction?
Hindi. Ito ang
No.
tanong ko. In truth, okay lang. Patapusin mo muna
Sige.
ako para maintindihan mo yung gustong answer ko na ma-elicit from you. Thank you. Okay. Sinasabi mo, malaki yung possibility na yung 33 transaction mag-result into something fraud. So I would just like to ask.
No,
first-
not fraud, ma'am. No.
Can I finish? So yung 33, malaki ang chance na illicit or unlawful siya. Okay. So what I would like to ask you is, what do you know about transactions? Kasi kung kunwari, it's 6.7 billion transaction, you have 33 STRs. So what is the average suspicious transaction for a 6.7 billion transaction?
I can
Sa
answer that.
isang politician. Sa isang politician, ano ang average na suspicious transaction per billion of pesos?
No. Ganito na lang.
Para sabihin mo na mataas or mababa.
Hindi, ganito, ma'am. Yung tanong mo, ma'am, ibalik ko sa'yo, ma'am. Can you answer that, ma'am? Kasi ako ma-answer ko yan.
Hindi, you answer it. I'm asking the question. I do not know the answer. You said you know it by experience, so tell us.
Okay. Regarding dyan, ma'am, marami, ang ano namin is, marami kaming sinecheck na data. Like, the work, yung mga
Ano
deposit.
yung hindi yan yung question ko. Ang question ko, number. What is the average suspicious transaction for an ordinary 6.7 billion kapag ka ibang tao ang involved? Ibang politician ang involved.
Ma'am, doon pa lang sa amount, doon pa lang, high possibility siya.
Paano?
Kasi, I mean, sa amin, for that,
Bakla, when you say high possibility, you tell us, okay? 33 is high possibility for 6.7 billion transaction because usually ang average lang ng 6.7 billion is 15 STRs. Dapat ganon. Ganon yung explanation. Hindi parang high possibility siya kasi basta
3 to 5 transactions sa amin. Hindi ko kasi siya pwedeng sabihin. I can't give something na information regarding sa local banks. Gusto ko rin maklaro bakit yun yung kasi iba syempre iba rin yung
explain ko sa'yo in truth kung bakit. Ako nung nasa compliance ako, basta
Kasi-
PEP yung magtatransact, itatag ko yan, suspicious transaction. So kung kunwari si Johnny Enrile ang nag-transfer ng pera gamit yung remittance company namin. Johnny Enrile, open source, nakalagay dyan, PDAF, Napoles Cam, Kenemerut. Antimano, nakatag sa akin yan, suspicious transaction. At sure ako, every single transaction niya na matatag, mafa-flag talaga yan. Every single transaction na ipaprocess niya, at least sa financial institution na, itatag namin kasi PEP yan eh.
So, mapa-flag, i-flag mo siya?
Yes, oo.
Lahat ng transaction niya,
Yes, oo. PEP yan eh.
okay.
Alam mo ba yung AMLA? Ay requirement ng AMLA sa mga PEP, politically exposed person. Automatic EDD yan.
Mas mahigpit actually,
Advanced due diligence yan. So, ibig sabihin, tag talaga yung transaction yan. Basta PEP ang magtatransact yan, malaki yung chance na masususpicious transaction yan. Kasi tag yan antemano, EDD yan antemano.
Di ko lang magets the amount na nandun sa account.
Hindi mo gets kasi na-offend ka dun sa number. Pero pag naintindihan mo, ako kasi hindi ako na-offend sa 6.7 billion eh. There are other politician or business people who would have bigger numbers than that. We're talking about 20 years span of transaction. And that number is really not offensive. 6.7, tingin mo, wala ni isang piso. That's wrong question to ask. Kasi kung sa tingin ninyo, merong isang piso na ninakaw dyan, you give proof na merong ninakaw na piso. Dapat.
Yung sinasabi mo sa mga viewers mo na para siya yung truth na, I agree naman, hindi pa tapos investigation. Pero sana, before tayo magbigay ng ano natin is sana sure na tayo na wala talaga. Wala talagang kinuha.
Sure ako na wala, hanggat wala kayong ebidensya.
Yeah.
Hindi magbabago yung stand ko. Sure ako na walang problema doon sa pera ni Inday unless meron kayo ipakita na ebidensya na meron siyang ninakaw doon.
They showed na data pero di pa naman siya yung proof. So
Exactly, that's not a proof. So she still enjoys this presumption of innocence.
I agree naman.
So you talk to me again. If you have proof, that's what I've been asking for. That's what I had been asking Lugin. Where's the culpability? You are talking about 6.7 total transactions, total movement of money. So in the movement of money, in the course of moving the money from of 6.7 billion in total, saan part doon yung mayroong illegal aspect? Saan part doon yung mayroong culpability? Alin doon yung illegal? So ngayon, kung wala kayong ma-identify, wala tayong dapat pag-usapan dito. You're just wasting our time.
Yeah, as long as di pa naman tapos yung investigation, wala nang problem yan. So,
Exactly. So quiet lang muna kayo.
Ano kasi yung parang paano niyo siya ina-explain sa mga tao na yung sinasabi like 1,000, 2,000, 1,000 this, 1,000 withdraw, tapos 2,000. Parang doon na lang umiikot yung hindi niyo na inaano yung ibang data. Parang hindi niyo na
Actually, I am explaining it in the entire.
You can explain that all the data na present nila? Lahat ng mga data na present nila?
And the data says, what?
Marami naman nakalagay doon. Data nung na-present sa ano.
Like what nga? Identify. Ayun sinasabi mo 700.
Kaya meron ako sa
Questionable dyan sa 700.
meron ako nakita. I checked it last time sa Inquirer. Meron silang data doon.
Ano yung data? Oo nga, data. Nag-present nga yung alin nga doon yung merong unusual at questionable and illegal.
No. I'm questioning kasi yung parang nagbabang kayo doon sa like ito yung 1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
Yeah, nababang talaga kami doon.
Paano mo siya explain doon? Kung yun lang yung explanation, paano siya ma-explain sa viewers mo?
Pwedeng explain ko na pagkatapos pag in-explain ko, pwede okay lang na makinig ka?
Sure.
Ganito, feeling nyo kasi in-oversimplify ko na, hindi kasi ganyan-ganyan, yung mga ganun-ganun. Actually, madali lang naman i-rebut yun eh. Kung if you think that there is problem in the total transaction that you claim to be unusual, identify the unusual transaction and demonstrate from there kung ano yung culpable na transaction that is an evidence and relevant to the claim that there is unexplained wealth. Hanggat hindi nyo na-explain yan, basically, what you are saying is just total transaction that doesn't have any meaning to us. It doesn't have any meaning to us. So kaya nga ang assignment ninyo, kung gusto ninyo na patunayan na merong problema dun sa total transaction, identify the questionable transaction, the questionable movement. Ngayon, ang sinasabi namin dito, hanggat hindi nyo masabi sa amin, you are just fooling the audience. You're just fooling the audience. Kasi basically, ang ginagawa ninyo, eto, ilang beses ko na itong in-explain kanina, nandito ka rin nung in-explain ko to. Ang problema ko, pinag-add nyo lang yung total transaction, 6.7 billion na total transaction, and then you want it to make suspicious already. You want to make it na parang questionable already. Sa laki ng pera na yan, wala ba dyang ninakaw kahit isang pisong kusing? And I think that is the wrong way to look at it. That is deceptive. That is choose. Okay? Mali yon. Okay? Because that's not how you're going to do it. Ngayon, yung explanation ko tungkol sa transaction and balance, that is directed to the people who do not understand total transaction and balance. Ikaw naiintindihan mo. Pero yung 37.6 million na unbanked Filipinos, they do not understand that. When you talk about total balance, it can easily be confused. A total transaction, it can easily be confused with the money that Inday Sara has. So that's why I have to explain it. Ngayon, sinasabi nyo na parang, hindi ganun kasimple, kineme. Well, yung complicated ninyo na explanation, explain nyo ng maayos. But what, my explanation is not wrong.
For you, not wrong.
And for everyone else, kayo lang naman nagsasabing mali yun eh.
No. Ako wala akong sinasabi na mali yun. Hindi ko lang siya magets. Paano naging simplified yung data na pinakita ng AMLA. Which is kasi sabi,
well, it is actually that's really that's really the simple way to put it. They are just talking about the total transaction, but they haven't really identified exactly the culpable transaction that they are looking for in order to identify the unexplained wealth. Kasi in trust, kung nakikinig ka kanina, importante yung balance part ng total transaction conversation because you are looking for the unexplained wealth. You have to put shape to the wealth in question. So ngayon, kapag kunwari, ang gusto nyong palabasin, merong questionable do sa total transaction which is relevant to the unexplained wealth, you have to make bangga the balance and the transaction that you are questioning.
Agree naman ako, pero di ba ang sabi hindi sila pwede maglabas. Parang ang pwede lang nila doon sa form is like pwede lang nila ilabas yung report, but the transaction specifics parang hindi sila pwede, right? Tama ba? Kaya hindi sila...
Problema nyo yan. Problema yan ang nag-a-allege ng unexplained wealth.
Okay.
Kaya yun
Agree.
nagsasabi eh. Huwag kayong mag-fishing investigation dyan. Na kung
Tama naman.
ano-anong data pagsasasabpina ninyo, wala pala kayong ebidensya. Umaasa lang pala kayo sa record ng kung sino man eh. So, ibig sabihin, wala kayong basis for the unexplained wealth. In short.
For now, yes. I agree naman, for now.
Ayan, so, wag tayong magtalo dyan sa unexplained
Tama.
wealth.
Kasi, to be fair, sabi ko naman sa'yo, di pa naman, ano pa naman siya, suspicious siya, di pa naman siya flagged as illegitimate or unlawful, ano naman. So, dun sa amount, medyo, for me kasi, dun nakita ko dito, parang, something's wrong. Pero kung,
Well, sa akin, that's not a smart move, no? To question because of the sheer amount. That's not a smart way to start the conversation on this. Because kung nakinig ka dun sa pinaka-first na usapan natin dito, money transfer per se is actually not a basis for a scrutiny of this level. Kasi, ang transaction naman, yung movement ng pera, kunwari, meron kang bank account, BPI, ganyan, BPI, Union Bank, East West, and you have 1 million. Your 1 million mo, nilipat mo sa BPI, nilipat mo sa Union Bank, nilipat mo sa East West. Okay, if you are going to transfer money from one place to another, pagpasok pa lang ng pera mo sa unang bangko, pasok na yan doon sa anti-money laundering realm. So, ibig sabihin, the moment na pumasok ang pera mo sa bangko, meron na yang anti-money laundering security na kailangang lagpasan. And every time you're going to transfer it from one bank to another series of anti-money laundering kineso is going to be employed on the money. So, ibig sabihin, kung 10 transfer ng bangko ang ginawa mo, 10 transfer ng anti-money laundering policies ang kahaharapin ng 1 million mo. So, ngayon, kaya ang sinasabi ko dito, you have to show exactly kung ano specifically yung mali doon sa mga movement na yan, kasi kailangan mong i-overcome yung mga anti-money laundering policies of each and every bank na tumanggap ng pera at nag-process ng pera na sinasabi nyo na questionable. That is why, ang sinasabi ko dito is that mere movement of the money does not rise to anything unless you're going to show to us positively na meron talagang culpable act involved doon sa transfer na yon. So, for me, it's not smart that you start with, laki kasi ng pera eh.
Tama naman. I agree naman doon. Naano ko na parang medyo na-oversimplified lang talaga. So,
Hindi siya oversimplified. Hindi siya oversimplified.
For you,
Ayaw nyo lang pagkatin that you have a responsibility to prove criminal action involved.
They, not me kasi hindi naman ako involved. So,
sinasabi mo, meron kang
yeah,
doubt
just for me. Kasi,
oo, so ibig sabihin,
work, pero hindi naman ako, especially, hindi naman ako doon sa bangko, right? I'm not from the law.
Pero kasi kung duda ka, babakapan mo yung duda mo. Hindi yung parang duda ka lang tapos walang evidence.
Duda, yes. Actually, Ma'am Joey, that's, kung magwa-work ka sa fraud, yung trabaho mo is magduda. Develop.
Actually, meron rin kaming fraud. Nagtrabaho rin ako. Nagsusulat ng mga fraud. Actually, yan yung unang department na hinawakan ko eh. Pero yung fraud, you cannot operate first niya parang tamang duda ka. Kasi dapat evidence.
No, Joey, no. Hindi kami nagbe-base sa duda. Nagbe-base kami sa data, then that's the time. If there's something wrong.
Exactly. Sabi mo kanina.
Actually, Ma'am Joey, that's, kung magwa-work ka sa fraud, yung trabaho mo is magduda. Develop.